Fourth point is qualify yourself. Qualify yourself. You'll see this is my qualify myself. I have used this. How you qualify yourself, that why you should be like, whenever this slide comes, I say one line which is my favorite line, that how many of you question is applicable everywhere. Don't do it too much, but it is something which actually makes the audience resonate with you. So if you see any other like Russell Brunson or any leader state speaker you follow, just notice they always ask how many of you questions. Just notice this pattern from now onwards, because now you are also aware of it. As just notice they always ask you whenever they are on stage or they are taking a workshop, they always begin their questions with how many of you, because that is how the audience resonates. So if you guys, any of you have attended any of the offline event which we have done, and you have attended my event as well, then 90% of the time on the stage I am doing how many of you, 90% of the time. That is a clear like no-brainer rule which every stage speaker and every person does. So here also, whenever this slide comes, I say a line that how many of you want to know that why you are seeing me on the screen and not anybody else on the screen. Then again the engagement happens in the chat box. When the engagement happens, you as a speaker, you get more encouraged that yes, things are going right, things are falling into place, I am moving right. So that is why I always ask engagement questions, and you guys must be thinking that okay, this speaker is very interactive, very fun, but what I am doing is I am boosting myself for the further session. And that is also you use the brilliance of the room. You can also note down this quote as well. I have learned from one of my team member, Karan, if you have met. So you always use the brilliance of the room. You cannot be the brilliant person in the room, but a lot of you people are more brilliant than me. But I'll be using your brilliance in the chat box, in my room, by asking questions from you. If you ask me questions, I'm getting it answered from you. That is how you use the brilliance of the room, and that is the simple rule will be applying. So qualify yourself, done. You will be qualifying yourself that why you are seeing me on the screen and not anybody else. You will just boast yourself that I have done this, whatever. That's your call. Then the final thing is future pace. Now remember, I clearly mentioned before I actually get into the automations and everything, I clearly mentioned make sure you have logged in from your desktop and you're not logged in from your mobile phone, because this is not something I'll just keep on speaking and you stay motivated. I always repeat this line. So that is about, because I'm showing my audience the future. That future is going to be, we'll be implementing everything. If you have logged in from your phone, it is of no use for you. Please leave right now, because you will be a pain for me, and you'll also be bothered that what is happening. Why is it happening? So future based, we always show the future to the audience before we get into the actual content of our thing. We show the audience the future pace, that this is going to be my pace, this is going to be my speed, this is what we are going to discuss. So make sure you are ready with the things. So that is the future base. These 5 things clear. If anything you need clarity, you can mention the number, or if all 5 are clear, you can type 5 CLR.